It is a blistering hot summer afternoon. You hop into your car expecting a refreshing blast of Arctic air to save you from the heat, but instead you are greeted with lukewarm disappointment and a glowing check engine light staring you right in the face. This incredibly frustrating situation is often the result of code P2516, which tells you that the air conditioning refrigerant pressure sensor B circuit is having a range or performance issue. Now, your vehicle's air conditioning system is not just a simple fan. It is a highly pressurized loop that relies on the body control module or the electronic climate control module to keep everything in check. The refrigerant pressure sensor is a sophisticated little device called a pressure transducer, which basically acts as a translator. It takes the physical, mechanical pressure of the refrigerant and converts it into an analog electrical signal, so the car's brain can decide whether it is safe to engage the compressor. Usually, this sensor uses 3 wires, a 5-volt reference wire, a signal wire, and a ground wire. The computer compares the signal it gets back against that 5-volt reference to instantly calculate exactly how much pressure is in the lines. When you get a range or performance code, it means the computer is seeing numbers that just do not make sense according to its internal map. Before you even think about opening that pressurized system, you must be aware that refrigerant is a major hazard to both you and the environment, so handle it with extreme care. Most of the time, you can find the culprit without ever touching the gas. Your first step should be a thorough visual inspection of the wiring harness. I have seen countless cases where these sensors are mounted on a line that was not secured correctly, allowing the wires to rub against moving engine parts until they chafe through and short out. Check the connector for any signs of bent pins or green corrosion that could be creating high resistance. If the wiring looks like $1,000,000, you might need to use a manifold gauge set to mechanically verify the pressures and compare them to what your scanner is reporting. If the mechanical gauge says the pressure is fine but the sensor is screaming that it is too high or too low, then that transducer has likely failed internally. It is a relatively simple fix once you find it, but taking the time to verify the electrical integrity of those 3 wires first will save you from a lot of unnecessary stress and expensive parts swapping.